First on the agenda, I'd like to introduce Carrie Chenard with the CERT program.
Thank you. Can everybody hear me with this on?
I don't think so.
All right, we'll get rid of it, and I'll go ahead and stand at the podium. How about this? Nope. It's on. Okay, we're gonna go back to the podium.
See if that
It wants to do that? Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. How you doing tonight?
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. Coming out on a Wednesday night in the middle of the week is a lot of extra push for everybody, and I want to let you all know that I appreciate your time and participation. I also want to send a huge shout out and thank you to Judy, Ava, and Sarah. Those are the three ladies that I have worked most closely with leading up to this event, and I'm very thankful that you selected me to be part of this event. Thank you. So, as you'll see, the presentation I'm doing will just have a few slides, and we're going to talk it's going to reference back to the manuals that you were given out, the Disaster Ready Guide. So if you want to open them up and follow along, you're more than welcome to do that. Okay, so right here, when I always get a lot of feedback that I let the QR codes go by too quickly, so I want to give them up front. These are two QR codes that we have. One's for the CERT Academy, and the other one is for CERT workshops that I do out in the community at your local library branches. So if you want to take care of that now, you can go ahead. If not, you're going to see this slide again at the end of the presentation. So go ahead and hit it. All right, so this evening I'm just going to quickly go over 5 easy steps to preparedness. So, as we know, it's a given. We're all dealing with a lot of fires. We're here for the Fire Safe Council, right? What other disasters do we have in the city of San Diego? You can just shout them out. Earthquakes. Anything else? Floods, right. So the preparedness journey for any disaster really starts with the same 5 steps. We have getting alerts and knowing what to do with them. Number 2, making a plan for you and your loved ones. Number 3, packing a go bag. Number 4, preparing a stay box. And number 5, be that trusted educator and communicator within your neighborhood and talking to family and friends and sharing why you think preparedness is important, and hopefully it will inspire them. Okay, the next one. Oh, I lied, there's another QR code. Okay, so what this is getting alerts. There are, how many people have alerts on their phones? How many have more than one on their phones? Who knows what they do? Okay, so my homework for everybody tonight is to get into those apps, make sure that your information is correct and that it's updated, and most importantly, you know what sound that app is going to make when it's going to alert. Because how many times do we hear an odd ringing and we just kind of ignore it? Right, so we want to know who's telling us it needs information, and we want to make sure we're aware of those alerts. Okay, next one, making a plan. So, let's see. In every plan, we want to have somebody who is an out-of-state contact. Why? Can anybody guess why you need an out-of-state contact? Shout it out.
Communication.
Communication, right? Because if local phone lines, cell phones are overwhelmed, or the infrastructure is impacted, you may not be able to call across town. However, maybe the lines are going to be open out of state, out of the area. My one key is let that person know that they are your emergency contact. Otherwise, they're going to say, why am I getting called from everybody in San Diego? Okay, so make sure everybody knows the plan, and also know that everybody in your household knows the plan and knows that number 2. Okay, number 3, evacuation plans. And there's never going to be one absolutely guaranteed evacuation route that's going to work for all disasters. Because disasters, number one, are not polite. They're not going to tell us when they're going to show up, and they're not going to tell us the scope of how bad they're going to be. So we cannot just necessarily guarantee in advance any particular one evacuation route. So what CERT recommends is having more than one route to get to safety, number one. Number two, go back. Identifying a safe place to meet, whether it's in your neighborhood if you have an emergency in your home, or it's outside of your neighborhood. The different types of evacuations can send you to mass evacuation shelters, or they can send you to temporary evacuation points, or if you have your plan ready in advance, you can meet at, say, a hotel, go to a friend's house that is out of the area. Again, having this in place in advance is the key to the preparedness. Okay, now let's go for number 3. Go bag. Okay, here comes the magic question. Who here has a go bag? Okay, who here has opened every package in their go bag and know what's in it? Okay, very, very good. You guys get gold stars. So everybody else's homework is going to be to go home, pull out that go bag, make sure you know what's in it, that it's not expired, and that you know how to use it. Now, I will share that I am guilty of QVC shopping late at night, and I see all the great things, or, Amazon, and, you dig into those rabbit holes, and you find those really cool gadgets and doodads. Oh, I'm definitely going to use that. You get it, and you put it on the shelf. If you're going to, anything that goes in your go bag, you need to know how to use it, because when the disaster strikes, that's not the time you want to be learning what all these different things are in your go bag. Does that make sense? Okay. Next one. So, other things you can put in your go bag. Photos of yourself and your family members, including pets. Having you together in the photos will help with reunification. Can anybody guess why?
Pets run away.
Pets run away, and also we want to know that you actually belong with that pet, right? So if you just have a photo of the pet, anybody could have downloaded that online, right? So having a photo with you and your pet, or your family members, you can help with reunification quicker. Medication lists. Who knows the names and spellings of all of your medications? You guys are awesome. I'm not that person. I have my husband, he's an RN, so he contains all of that information and knowledge. I do not have that, so I have it written down on a list, because when resources and responses are being stood up, and if there is a long-term delay in getting our infrastructure working again, having that list of medication that you need every day is important. Also, having a couple extra days worth of that in your go bag will be helpful. Let's see, y'all. Everybody, the disaster ready guide that you have in your hand right now, that is a working document. I want you to feel free to fill it in. It takes you step by step through everything that we're talking about, and you're going to put that in your go bag also. Let's flip it to the next one. Thank you. Building a stay box. Okay, so who can tell me the difference between the job that a go bag does and the job that a stay box does?
One's for leaving, the other's for staying.
Excellent. Yes. In a nutshell, succinct to the point. Absolutely accurate. So, do you think that they're going to have the exact same things in them? No. Right. So, if we want to go ahead and flip to the next one. In your stay boxes, these are for when you shelter in place. Things that you're not going to lift up and carry that bin out of your home in a hurry. Okay, so that's why you can have heavier things in there. Water. Do we know how much water per day per person is recommended?
3 gallons.
1 gallon per person per day for 3 days. That should include, on average, of course, if you want 3 gallons per person per day, I'm not going to be the one to tell you no. I think at minimum, you're going to want 1 gallon, both for hydration, for hygiene, and for cooking. Okay. Food, again, non-perishable items. If you have, we always try and invest and find the pop-top tins of food, so we don't necessarily have to fight with the hand crank or the electrical can opener. And trash bags. Why would we need trash bags? Yes, and there's also the biological impact of being in your home without functioning plumbing. So that is another thing to consider. All right. And number five is to help your friends and neighbors. You are, when the disaster strikes right outside your home, guess what? You're officially a first responder because you're going to be the first one on the scene, seeing what's going on, seeing what you can do. That being said, being prepared to keep yourself safe is already being part of the solution. So thank you very much for thinking ahead in that way. If you want to take it a little bit further and maybe kind of learn how to respond to disasters within the whole city and maybe within your neighborhood, I run, my program is the CERT program, and that stands for Community Emergency Response Team. And what I do is I train lovely people like yourself in disaster preparedness and also give you the opportunity to respond during disasters. Okay, it is a 24-hour course. There are 2 laminated sheets of paper that are going around. One of them is for the academy. You need to create a profile in our Better Impact system, fill it out, and then once you fill it out, you can look at the dates for our academies. They're either a 5-day or a 10-day class. We have 4 scheduled for 2026. And the other laminated card is for my workshops. Now the workshops that I do are based on the CERT preparedness concepts, and they are delivered at your local library. I'm there sometimes at 10 a.m., I'm sometimes there at 6 p.m., depending on when your librarian has scheduled me. So that QR code will take you to the library's website, where I have all my future dates for the presentations. They're completely free. They're 30 minutes that you get in. It's in a much smaller setting, so you ask a lot of questions. And it's not only me teaching you, it's also you teaching each other and sometimes teaching me. So are there any questions? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, if you have your phone on no notifications, you still get, in the morning?
I don't know that for sure. It depends on the settings that you do on your phone. But that's a good question. Maybe if you come to one of our alert classes, we can figure that one out together. Okay. Anything else? All right. Thank you so very much.